NFL. So the first sports team, I believe, that recognized the assassination of Charlie Kirk was the great Yankees, okay? I sent the leadership team a message, absolute respect. They stopped. President Trump showed up. He and Aaron Judge even had a moment together. Then comes the NFL. And the NFL teams, it wasn't 5 that recognized him, not 10, not 15, not 20, not 25. Majority of NFL teams recognized Charlie Kirk, except for 5 teams. Rob, go ahead and play the clip if you could. So this is the Dallas Cowboys, okay? You're seeing Charlie Kirk up top. Middle of the game. And look at the reaction. By the way, what percentage of that audience you think are conservatives?
In Dallas?
In Dallas.
I would probably in a football game?
Nope.
70% maybe?
I think I don't think you've lived in Dallas long enough. You lived in
Come on.
You lived in Addison. I would say it's now if you're saying there, I don't know, Tom.
At a football game on a Sunday. What do you think
I
the
would put a
percentage is?
60-40.
Wow,
I would put a
really?
60-40.
Exactly.
Would you agree, Tom?
I would completely
And
agree.
by the way, I don't think the 40 is like leftist.
No.
I just think it's pro-choice people that are on the left, because when you live in Dallas, you think everyone's conservative. They're not.
No, they're not.
Just so you know that. They're not. So
Especially closer you get to downtown in any city.
no, they're not. I mean, there's some of the biggest gay communities are in Dallas, Texas. So it's not like you don't have that. So for that to take place, it was impressive to see these teams. And then you had a handful of teams that didn't do it. One of them is the Lions. The other one is the Ravens. The other one is the Cincinnati Bengals
Detroit,
that didn't do it.
Baltimore.
Yeah, and then you have
Indianapolis
Colts didn't do it, and I think it's one
The
other
Vikings.
team.
Vikings.
The
Minnesota
Vikings that
Vikings.
didn't do it.
Go
Minnesota
figure.
Yeah.
Vikings.
Go figure.
Detroit didn't. They were influenced by their communities.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
so,
Detroit
so,
Lions.
but what's interesting?
Baltimore.
This is it. Indianapolis Colts, Cincinnati Bengals, Detroit Lions, Baltimore Ravens, and then the Minnesota Vikings.
So when you're seeing some of these teams that don't, some let's say 3, some say 5, some say 4, but I saw 5 majority of the places, and I'm surprised some of these guys that didn't do it. But here's what Joe Burrow did. Joe Burrow's foundation removes board member over Charlie Kirk remarks. Okay, Joe Burrow removes board his charity. That I don't even think, Rob, if you can pull up the story if you have that. I don't know if there's any kind of clips or stuff that you have. But Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow Charitable Foundation has removed a member of its board of directors in response to comments the board member made following the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Hamilton County Municipal Court Judge Ted Berry posted comments on Facebook. The Joe Burrow Foundation was founded on the belief that everyone has a responsibility to do good. The group announced in a statement on Twitter, we have terminated an advisory board member that made inappropriate remarks in light of the recent events, and they no longer associated with the foundation. Their comments do not reflect our values and our mission. We are committed to accountability and respect for all. Rob, what is the comment that the person made? Said Berry in a statement in Cincinnati Enquirer, I regret if I caused division. That was not my intent, and I hope there can be peace. There have been separate calls for Berry to resign his position on the bench, which he has held since 2005. He has previously said he will retire when his current team term ends in January of 2026. Rest in hatred and division. Ted Berry. America is so divided on Charlie Kirk, but I'm still open to learn more. Ted Berry. He spewed hate and division. How does he feel about gun violence and gun control and hell now? I've never seen that. The only thing that I've seen was his debates on college campuses. Ted Berry. He spewed hate, division, and racism. Because of him now, many black colleges are receiving hateful bomb threats. John, I wasn't sure of all that. I guess I'm shocked and do not understand. I can't read the cameras hiding the other one. The laughing and jeering going on in the internet today. Boom, the guy got fired. So even though the Bengals didn't recognize him, Ted Berry got fired, who was a board member on Joe Burrow's charity that he had. Adam, your thoughts on the story?
Well, the 5 teams that did not honor Charlie Kirk's legacy and take a moment of silence, what are you guys thinking? The NFL, I mean, talk about the backlash the NFL received for Colin Kaepernick and kneeling during the flag. Here's a voice for peace and a voice for America and a voice for Christendom, and you're not even going to have the decorum to honor him? I mean, where are we at in society that you think that is going to be controversial? Just like with TMZ, with Harvey Levin. Do you not think that people are going to start asking questions, being like, what was going on in the back there with that car chase, buddy? Let's see some receipts. Your TMZ. I'm sure there's cameras everywhere. And then anybody that saw the video realized, there's nothing to do with the car chase. So, perfect. You see the signs in the NFL end zones, exactly. End racism, stop the hate. How about doing your part to acknowledge the fact that this guy was not a racist. This was somebody that loved all types of people. If you haven't seen Charlie Kirk's clips talking to gay people, talking to trans people, trying to embrace them and say, listen, I feel for you, then you're looking at the wrong messages. My mom this weekend, she goes, what should I know about Charlie Kirk? I said, tell me what you've heard about Charlie Kirk. She goes, well, I've seen things online that he's a very nice guy, but then my friend said that he said not nice things about black women. I said, show me where. She goes, oh, maybe it was about Michelle Obama. I said, show me the clip, Mom. She goes, no, maybe just a friend who told me something about something. And I proceeded to send my mom, who I love, and she's like the sweetest person, literally 50 clips of Charlie Kirk and what he stood for. And she's like, honey, I had no idea. Yeah. So the problem is this, is that people that see one clip, they just completely go down the rabbit hole of what they think this person is. So I don't understand why these NFL teams did not choose. 5 NFL teams choose to show love to Charlie, but these 5 NFL teams have explaining to do.
Hey, Tom, what do you think?
Well, Minnesota is catering to its hyper-liberal constituents there. Detroit is catering to its high Muslim influence there, and both those teams were scared to do anything, in my opinion. It really seems so. They wouldn't come to the microphone, wouldn't talk about it. So in my opinion, Tom's opinion, seeing all that is pretty easy to make an assumption there. It's an assumption. Baltimore, yeah, that's going to be a little touchy. There's race relations back and forth there. And you look at Indy and Cincy. I don't understand. Is that just the position of the ownership? But this is terrible. Could 5 teams have opted out of the BLM moment of silence?
Absolutely not.
Correct. So why does the league, say, well, it's all up to you. You do it in this case. It just shows that. But guess what? The people spoke. And some teams did it tremendously well. Do you see what the Pittsburgh Steelers did? They lowered the flag to half-mast, and they had military helicopters fly over, almost like it was like a head of state. And the people in Pittsburgh, it was incredibly loud in Pittsburgh when it came by. Look at this.
Want to roll
Is this Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Tom, that's the difference of people that love the country and that people that absolutely hate America.
Exactly. And so that's what I look at. I look at who wants to get behind. It's, they like to say, well, if you don't get behind BLM, you're going to find yourself on the wrong side of history. Remember people used to say that?
Yeah.
Well, guess
Posting
what?
their black squares.
They're on the wrong. That's what I think, Pat. I think they're going to look back and they're on the wrong side of history, and they're going to regret this.
By the way, if you're watching this and you love USA and you love Charlie Kirk, go to vtmerch.com, place any order of the US merch. 100% of the gross revenue, not gross profits. Anything you buy, meaning you buy 1,000 hats, $35,000, $35,000 is going to be sent to Turning Point USA and Charlie Kirk. Anything you buy with USA on it right there on this specific area, 100% of proceeds are going to go to Turning Point USA and Charlie Kirk's family. So go to vtmerch.com. It's on the homepage right now to place your order. Orders are coming to left and right. I freaking love the amount of support that's coming out, both for USA as well as Charlie Kirk. Oh, yeah. Love you guys, respect you guys like you wouldn't even know. I absolutely love it. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.